Hey, what's up? In this video, I want to show you how I'm using the transcript from my YouTube videos like this one here, plugging that into ChatGPT, using this prompt right here to make an Instagram Threads post that ends up being an Instagram carousel post. So I know that's kind of crazy, but in short, we're turning a YouTube video into an Instagram carousel post. We're turning one idea into multiple pieces of content, and that's what I want to show you here. So this is the exact flow of how I do that. I go to a recently posted video, and I go down and I hit show transcript. And as you can see over here, you'll get a transcript. And how you get that transcript, I always toggle the timestamps off, but you basically just copy this transcript, okay? I actually go here first. So I go into where we keep all of our resources and everything like that as we're creating content. And I use this. This is how I break down that transcript into bite-sized chunks. So I'll take that and plug it into ChatGPT, and I'll read it here since this is where everything is plugged in, but this is what it says. This is a transcript from my latest YouTube video titled Renting versus Buying in Fort Lauderdale, What Makes More Sense? I want you to break it down into the main points or sections of the video. Then I paste the transcript that I just copied from the YouTube video. Okay, it broke it down for me. We don't have to read it because I actually asked it again because it wasn't as bite-sized as I wanted it to be. Can you break it down into the top extremely digestible main points or sections? I wanted it to get just a bit more concise, okay? And then it gave us this, okay? To be completely honest, I'm not even really reading this because I know that I'm hitting it with the next step. The next step is this right here. I want to promote this idea on Instagram because currently the idea is only on YouTube. So, hey, I want to promote this idea on Instagram. I want you to create a 2 to 5 slide thread style carousel that will end with a CTA to watch the whole video. The objective is to pique the viewer's interest enough to have them watch the whole video, but valuable enough to be a standalone post. Make the copywriting impeccable, but without using overly salesy or flashy language. This would be simple, clear, and conversational, okay? I'm using the same thing that's right here. This is it. If you want to copy that, take a screenshot, whatever it may be. That's what I'm using. Okay, and then it gives me this. And as we always say, AI will give you, get you to about 80 to 90% of the way. Definitely do some editing on your own. But what I'm going to do here, now that it has those bite-sized chunks in that thread style breakdown post, I'm going to go over to threads. And by the way, if you don't know how to get to threads, you go to your Instagram page and you hit this little thing here. It's going to open up your threads account. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to start a new threads post, and I'm just going to start typing. Or really copying and pasting. So how I made this was I literally copied this and I put it right here. And then once I put that there, you can add to thread until you get each little piece of the thread posted. And here's the example. This is this exact thread style post here. So here's the same main ideas that I said in that video in thread form. So what's really cool about doing this is I took an idea that I posted on YouTube, made a completely separate piece of content that is a thread post, and then I'm about to show you how I'm going to take that thread post and make it an Instagram carousel. Okay, so this is what we do. First, let me just kind of scroll through this so you can see, each main point, and at the very end, I push back to the YouTube video, which I like doing. So we take that, and if you hit this post right here, let me see. Okay, it doesn't allow you to do that on desktop, but on mobile, when you hit this share button, it'll say share to your Instagram story, and it'll pull it over to your Instagram story. I know I'm not able to give you a visual here, but it'll pull it over to your Instagram story and put a background on top of or behind that thread post. Okay, it ends up looking like this. Okay, or matter of fact, let me scroll down to a previous one that I did, and I'll show you without any putting any pictures behind it or anything. Where's this at? Oh, here it is. Without putting any pictures behind it, it ends up looking like this, It puts it on a white or a gray background here. And that's that. You can see how I literally just made the thread an Instagram carousel. But I want to show you one extra piece that I just did with this latest one, which is right here, that I just love. It's making all of my content more cohesive. It's allowing me to use what I've already used and posted before to just create better, more engaging content. So every single Monday, I do a sunrise walk or bike ride and then play some pickleball typically here in Fort Lauderdale. And I always do a Monday collage, just going through and showing the pictures that I take, So that's this post. And the reason that that's relevant for what I'm doing right here is because instead of just a white background like you saw on the previous carousel that I made with the Threads post, I like blacked out or lowered the transparency of those images, or the brightness, whatever you want to do. Make it where the thread post pops out. But I used those images as the background of this Threads post. And yeah, I mean, this is super basic. Now that you've seen this, you're like, okay, I see how you did all of that. But I like it because I'm taking the YouTube video, breaking it down into a Threads post, that's getting posted, and then I'm taking all of that and making it an Instagram carousel using the photos that I used the day before for the sunrise photo collage. So that's how I'm getting everything to kind of work together without having to create like brand new content with every single post. And then of course after that, I popped onto my story, this right here. Let me pause this so it doesn't go anywhere, but I just popped the first slide of the Instagram carousel that I now made up onto my story. That way everybody gets to see it. So that's that. Hope you enjoyed this. If you did, consider subscribing to this channel. We have all kinds of stuff on video marketing for real estate agents. Hope to see you in the next one.